Aaron. We're doing a big ass long podcast, and we only got 40 minutes, so we're gonna do it really fast. We got a bunch of people on the podcast. Okay, before I introduce all these people, I'm doing it really quick. So I'm gonna do it fast, okay, ghouls and gals? I got Jeff, this handsome motherfucker right here, Jeff. He's the new guy, dude. The new man, the main man. He's the new
the secret fucking weapon.
He's a secret weapon. And we got Aaron. Dude. Aaron, he's sharing, he's caring, and he's gonna be on the podcast.
I'm gonna be here all the fucking time, so get fucking used to it, motherfuckers.
Yamo be there. Yamo be there. And his brother is gonna be there too. That sexy motherfucker back there in the background, that beard, I have so much. This is OnlyFans shit.
This is fucking exclusive because I got
Oh my God!
I said be a part of this, and he was in the living room, so he's gonna be a part of this. So he's a part of it, you know. So I don't give a fuck. So he's here for it.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, ghouls and gals, we got those people on the podcast. I don't know what happened to Jeff. He disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Fucking Houdini.
He was there for like a second. He was there for a second. I don't know what happened to him. But
he fucking found a vegetarian asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, we got
but good for him, right? For all vegetarians, I'm not talking shit. Hey, y'all do y'all's thing, but you know, do your thing, right? I ain't talking shit.
We got those people on the podcast, and I don't know what happened. I guess we ran out of time, or I don't know what happened with Jeff, but maybe he'll come back here in a minute. I think his boss or something was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you fucking doing a Zoom call on the fucking job, motherfucker? Your stupid fucking podcast that you've been talking about for a fucking week that doesn't fucking exist, Jeff? Is that what you've been doing right now, Jeff? Oh, Jeff?"
Like if he gives a fuck, he's been bailing on it all fucking for the past month and shit.
I like to imagine that that's the only thing he brings up while he's eating lunch with his coworkers. He's like,
right.
I'm doing a podcast.
Hey, do you want to go out tonight? No, this fucking podcast has me tied up that he's never done.
Right. He's eating food and he's like, I can't go out, Karen. I'm recording a podcast tonight, okay? Jesus! And they were like, Jeff and his podcast.
The podcast he's never been on.
Yeah,
I have this fucking thing I need to do, all right? You know, but he never does.
Yeah, that he never does.
But Jeff, we love you, dog. You're a part of this. 2021. The secret weapon coming out.
Whenever your boss finishes spanking you, when you come back on, it'll be good. It'll be good. But
all right.
yeah, guys.
So what are we getting into today?
No, first of all, I wanted to say, I was joking around a little bit earlier, and now we have a little bit more time for some reason because Jeff clocked out, and just to let everybody know at home, we're gonna be filming like in this kind of format, and I'm gonna get Jeff on the podcast, and I'm gonna kind of rescale everything, and I'm gonna buy the pro shit, and I'm gonna kind of get it going good. And
make sure you send me that green screen, bro, so we can do some podcasts and we can make some vivid fucking backgrounds and shit like that. Have some naked bitches in the background, you know. Who knows? With sharks with fucking laser beams attached to their heads.
But fuck yeah, no, I'm gonna send you all that shit. I'm gonna send it to Jeff so we can all have the same stuff, so we can all have like what I was talking about last time, because that other video, dude, believe it or not, that other video, it got fucking corrupted somehow. And my fucking laptop that I had, it was a nice laptop with an i7 processor, a real good laptop, and it got corrupted, and now I had to buy a new desktop. I bought a big tower desktop, dude. Real beefy thing.
Well, for anybody that doesn't know, me and Ryan.T did a podcast earlier this month, and it was fucking legit. However, though, it got fucking corrupted and it got fucking destroyed. So everybody's missing out on our very first podcast. So I'm gonna reiterate that what we're gonna be doing with the Ryan.T Show, on top of just doing film reviews and shit like that, is we're gonna be doing a lot more podcasts. And you can find me at least. I was telling Ryan earlier, this month, that he wanted to do like at least 1 or 2 a month. But I was telling him I'd be down to do at least one a week.
Yeah.
Just for all of you motherfuckers that are watching, whether you fucking like it or not, you better tune the fuck in.
You know what?
Hopefully that's not too aggressive for everybody.
No, and you know what? And to kind of do a rebuttal.
But ultimately, I'm gonna be giving y'all the truth. So I'm not gonna be just talking shit. So it's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be a whole thing of like whatever we're talking about. It's gonna be in detail, and it's gonna be from our beliefs ourselves. So you're gonna be hearing from Ryan.T himself. You're gonna be hearing from me, myself, and you're gonna be hearing direct answers, direct quotes from each other. You know what I mean? And if I say some stupid shit, quote me on it. I don't give a fuck. But just know, just know I'm giving you 100% of myself, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's just me speaking to everybody. And in case anybody else wants to join these podcasts and this and that, like, hey, you know, don't be afraid to express yourself. You know what I mean? Like, this 2020's been fucking nuts. 2021's coming in. Hey, you know how many times I've told myself, hey, this is gonna be my year. You know, like 2020 shows up and fucking fun, you know what I mean? Like, you know, next year is gonna be fucking better than what it was already, you know what I mean? So, hey, you know, live up to it, you know, fucking express yourself, show yourself who you are, you know, be yourself, type of shit.
No, yeah, just to do a rebuttal on what Aaron was saying. Yeah, we're gonna take a different direction in the podcast and the Ryan.T Show in general. For the first time in like the Ryan.T Show has been a thing for like 7 years. So for the first time in 7 years, I'm going to take somebody's advice and I'm going to involve other people. And so I decided to involve Aaron. He's a person that I've known for a really long time, and his burly, sexy brother in the background is always gonna come out too. He's gonna be there whenever he can, and he's gonna come out.
Whether he's awake or asleep, he's gonna be in the show.
Yeah,
like if I don't get the fucking living room to myself, he's gonna be snoring in the living room. So you know, you're either gonna catch my vocals or his snoring. So get prepared, guys.
Yeah. So and then we're also gonna have Jeff, who y'all saw earlier, and it's gonna be kind of a different thing. We're gonna do a little bit of a different format. It's gonna be a 3-man thing, and we're still gonna have the Ryan.T Show film reviews, but they're gonna be a little bit better. It's not gonna be Ryan.T just by himself, acting by himself. You're gonna have Aaron. You're gonna have You're gonna have Aaron, and you're gonna have his brother, and you're gonna have Jeff, and we're gonna have a whole fucking thing going on, dude. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And
this guy was like, why does this look like a porno casting couch, right? Who's gonna fuck on this couch right here?
I would love that. That would be awesome.
Right? Hey, that'd be one for the books, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, it's just like, let's fucking, like, boogie nights and shit. Hey, bitch, let's get it on.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie.
But what are some topics you want to talk about today, man? What's on your mind? What kind of movie reviews you got going on? What do y'all feel right here? This guy's been quiet. I know fucking Jeff left us, but this guy right here is a film guru. And that's why I told him immediately as soon as I walked into the door, I was all fucked up, right? Literally, I was like, hey, man, I'm going to do this podcast. Either you're in the living room to do it or get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he never moved, right? So I was like, you're a part of it now, bitch, right? So what kind of shit we got going on today that we're going to talk about, right?
So what do y'all feel about that fucking vaccine, man? The COVID vaccine. What do y'all feel about that?
The vaccine?
Yeah.
I
feel like gonna take it?
I feel like that's just any fucking bullshit anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, like,
are you gonna take it?
Like if they offer vaccine is a word. It's a powerful word. You know what I mean? Like, vaccine's gonna be like, hey, shit's fine, dog. Shit's chilling.
Yeah, no shit.
Don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what?
Like, but is it? You know what I mean? Like, my dad works in the hospital. You know, like, literally what this guy said. I've done cocaine in my life. Is that any better than any vaccine I've ever done before? You know what I mean? Like, what am I putting in my nose that's better than a vaccine in my fucking arm? Come on, you know, like, what's better, bro? You know?
Hey,
so like, you got that to think about. Ultimately, what I was gonna say is, like, my dad's worked like in a hospital. He's been frontline for COVID and shit like that. So like, he's seen some fucked up stuff too. You know what I mean? And like, you never really know how anything can be handled. And so when someone comes up with a vaccine, you hope it's for the better. But if it doesn't deliver, like, how are people going to react to that?
Yeah.
You know, especially with Trump being president right now, that he's not president anymore.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna be like, oh, fuck this guy. He's coming up with this fake bullshit. You know, fuck this guy. And if it does work, and then he's out of office, like come January or whenever the fuck this fucking guy comes in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh fuck, now we got rid of this guy that's saving our lives and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think of like how it affects me personally. I'm thinking of how it's gonna affect everybody in the future. You know what I mean? Like in progress, how everything's gonna develop. You know, like I almost want shit to hit the fan for everybody to be like, you know what? It doesn't matter who the president is. Shit's just gonna hit the fan no matter what.
No matter what.
Ultimately, you know what I mean?
Dude, you know what I think is weird? They want. I work in the healthcare industry, and I've been going to some meetings and stuff for like the distribution of like the virus and whatnot, like the fucking vaccine and shit. And it's weird because they want to do it. They want to give it to healthcare workers first. And I was like, you never test this thing, and you want to give it to healthcare workers first. So you want to give it to surgeons and doctors before you know what it's gonna do. So if we all fucking die, what the fuck are you gonna fucking do? You idiot!
And just ruin their life first.
You're like fucking I Am Legend.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, we killed the only people that could fucking cure us. What the fuck did we do? I was like, you idiot! What the fuck?
Yeah, man, that sounds like a fucking terrible plan right off the fucking bat. You know, like anybody that could help us, let's fucking infect them first, you know. Like if they can't figure it out themselves, then their life's battling on the line, you know, fuck it, right? If they can't figure it out, we can't, let them fucking battle
it. But even not though,
what kind of bullshit is that, bro? That's almost funny because of how fucked up it is. I don't give a fuck who hates on that.
Yeah, they pulled the like, you know, like all the people like in the healthcare industry and stuff like that, and 50% of them said that they would not take the vaccine. And so like 50-50. 50% of them will do it, and the other 50% are just like, no, we're not gonna do it. And
if you think about it, like where's that number coming from? You know what I mean? Like who's taking the vaccine that you get that 50% chance? You know what I mean? That's like saying, hey, I'm gonna fuck this bitch raw. I got a 50% chance I'm gonna catch no fucking AIDS.
Yeah.
You still gonna do it, bro? You know what I mean? Fuck no, dog. Fuck that noise.
Wait,
unless.
Yeah.
Right off the bat,
yeah, that's why I'm not taking.
Those are some fucked up numbers. You know what I mean?
Know she has AIDS already. That's the real question.
The question he's saying is, does she already have AIDS?
However, the
real question.
No, she has AIDS.
The real question
is, how hot is she?
The question is, you have this cure that's supposed to cure you, but it's a 50% chance that it's gonna work.
No, but if you
so if you take this test and it doesn't work and you expose yourself and you fucking come across all these people and it doesn't work for you,
everybody's still gonna wear the
and you fuck everybody else up.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't drop it.
You know what I mean? You're fucking them over. That's like telling a girl, hey, I'm clean, I don't have to use a condom. She's like, okay. Yeah. And then you have sex with her raw and she got this fucking fungi.
I think
she has this fucking fungi camp running out of her. I think one thing. I'm trying to be PG-13 by saying yuha.
Yuha. I think one thing we can all agree on. Is that this is crazy, man. Like this year was crazy. It's crazy. And like I know a lot of people like have different opinions on like the virus and stuff, but it's even crazy that we're talking about a virus, that we're not in a fucking fictional movie, and that we're talking about like, oh, what is your opinion on the virus? Like that's fucking weird that we have to fucking say that, right?
It's not like you're breaking down the end of a movie that a virus happens and it's like, well, I would have handled it this way. Nah, it's real life right now, motherfucker. Like, what are you gonna do right now to fucking help out or say?
Well, it's like nobody saw the movie Contagion.
Yeah. But you know what? It's even weirder that like in real life, normal life, like pre-COVID life, like I would just travel over there to where you are and just do the podcast there. Yeah, but I can't do that. Right, but I can't do that right now.
Every fucking thing the exact same way. The thing is, I just live so far away that I don't fucking know anybody, that I just do it by my motherfucking self now.
Believe it or not, though, like they would give me like a hard time, like going over there, because of COVID.
Yeah, people would definitely do that. Like, ultimately, like in all seriousness, like
Like
I never traveled back
there.
home. I never really went out, only because I was like, you know what? I'd hate to be that person to get something and then give it to my brother, or give it to somebody that I work with. Because if anybody knows me, they know exactly like, hey, if I fucking got sick, I'd just be like, fuck any motherfucker. You know what I mean? I got sick. You know what I mean? If I got sick, I got sick.
Yeah,
and
it's my thing.
I would just deal with it myself. But the only thing is, like, I would have like hatred to myself. I would feel remorseful if I gave it to anybody else. You know what I mean? Like if I contracted it and I gave it to somebody else, I'd be like, man, what kind of person does that make me look like? You know, like, I'm not that kind of person. So I took it a step above that, and I didn't go out for the longest time, and I didn't do shit for the longest time. And you know what? Like, ultimately, I think it bettered myself because it made me understand like what kind of person I am. And made me realize like who I really am versus who I used to be and who I used to think I was. You know what I mean? And so like, I got a little bit of a taste of like, hey, a kick in the ass. I'm like, hey man, chill the fuck out. You know, you don't have to fucking drink every fucking day and get fucked up every day. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not New Year's every day. It's not New Year's Eve every day.
Exactly, bro. It's like
it's the 4th of July every day.
It's like the way I used to see it, bro. It's like there's 2 days in my life: my birthday and not my birthday, and I partied on all those days. You know, so it's like I had to take a chill pill. You know what I mean? And then after a while, I realized, you know, man, it's like I don't have to live that life for anybody else. You know what I mean? So it's like I took some time to just chill the fuck out, straight up. You know what I mean? Like,
great.
And it wasn't anything really like COVID wise that like brought me to tears or fucking made me think of like some shit on some astronomical level. I was like, hey man, what about the person literally right next to me? You know what I mean? Literally the person right next to me was my brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this guy got fucking sick, I ain't gonna pay the rent by my goddamn self, so I'm fucked already. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, bro, you gotta be safe, dog. Chill out, you know?
Chill out, bro.
So that was my concept on it, you know? You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, you know, so like, and then I thought about it in a deeper way. It's like, hey, you know, there's a lot of other reasons for other people, you know what I mean? Like today I sat in a car and I was thinking about some weird shit, and I was like, man, there's like 30 other cars right next to me. I was like, what the fuck are they thinking about today? In my head, I was like, I need to get a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucked up today. I wonder what everybody else is thinking about doing today. You know what I mean? And that made me realize, you know what? Everybody got their own agenda. Everybody got their own fucking thing. Everybody got their own thing they gotta take care of. Everybody got some family to take care of. Everybody got some bills. Everybody got their own job, you know what I mean? So everybody got their own bullshit going on every single day. It doesn't make my situation worse than theirs, you know what I mean? So you just gotta understand that your situation's not worse than anybody else's and just tackle it down, you know, just get after it.
For sure, dude. And what this whole COVID thing happened for me was I was putting off a lot of stuff, dude, pre-COVID, and I was like not doing the podcast and I didn't have a podcast at all. I had never done a podcast, and the COVID happened, and I was just like, hey man, I was watching Joe Rogan podcast one day, and I was kind of like, you know what, dude? Fucking Joe Rogan is just shooting the shit, dude, and just like hanging out and smoking weed.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Shit. And asking motherfuckers.
Yeah, and asking motherfuckers that he's gonna be like, hey Aaron, come to my podcast. If he does that shit, I wouldn't even know what the fuck I'd do. I'd be like, Jamie, what's up, dog? What's up, bro? You know, I'd fucking lose my mind. I would fucking, I don't know, man. I'd probably smoke some crack with me, you know, like fucking Jonah Hill said, you know, but I don't know, man. Like that's a good example though, you know what I mean? Like, because honestly, I've thought about it like in that depth, not necessarily myself, but like I thought of the whole process of the show we're doing, you know what I mean? Like, let's just not just say like me, myself gets invited to that, but like, let's say you get invited to something like that, you know what I mean? Because you have a different perspective from a lot of different things, and you're gonna get a lot of people that are different in your podcast coming up now, like how you're inviting me and Jeff into this. You're making a whole new scenery for everything and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I agreed to all this is because you're not, like, you have your views on your topics and such, but you don't like hold anybody accountable for their thoughts like in depth of like you know, what you think is like weird or what you think is different from me. You know what I mean? You accept everybody else's process and thought and stuff like that, to where if someone comes on your show or someone comes on your podcast, like, you can talk to them as a person, and then they could reiterate or they can rebuttal or anything like that, and you can get some actual like in-depth thoughts from someone, like how they actually think. You know what I mean? Like some actual perspective from somebody. You know what I mean? And that's something you really don't get, like, just from talking to someone nowadays. People are so like politically correct that they're terrified to speak. You know what I mean? Like they're terrified just to say what they believe in or what they feel. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy, because it's like, hey man, like since when ever, like in any fucking time that you've been living, that you've ever felt scared to just say what you feel? You know what I mean? And nowadays it's so different that, like, when you talk, everybody wants you to talk in a way that, like, there's no harm, there's no rebuttal, there's no fucking second guessing, there's no like, oh, well, I feel this way about the way you said this. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? That's freedom of speech, dog. That's your First Amendment, bro. Like, come on now.
Hell yeah, dude. I know what you mean. But yeah, man, there's a lot of censorship going on in 2020, dude. Like, for example, I don't know if you remember, but my Ryan.T Show page got taken down. It got taken down.
I was just telling this guy about that, man. That's the most fucked up thing I've seen. But I've been telling him too, like, have you seen like how, just not only with just that, bro, but like with Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they're taking out episodes from Hulu. There's fucking taking off episodes from other shows and shit like that because of censorship. It's like, when is it, like, from Boondocks and stuff like that? It's like, when is all that shit gonna end? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And like, ultimately, like, it's so fucked up for everything that you've done for your show.
Yeah.
And it's not like that I'm shitting on it or anything like that. That it's not as big as everything else is. No. But for like as like community as it is, like from where we're at, like from where we're from, it's a big deal from our community. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal from our community.
It's a mom and pop shop. It's a mom and pop shop.
Down, bro. Like, what the fuck?
You know what I mean? It's the equivalent of the pizza shop down the corner that everybody goes to, and it gets closed down because they make a McDonald's. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
And you know, and it's not any negativity to your show or anything like that, because honestly, like, you know me, like, I've been a fan from fucking day one since you've had your Otherworldly News from like years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been one to just always share all your stuff, always fucking, you know, put it out there, all your fucking podcasts, all your reviews. I like all your stuff. I make sure I finish all the videos and stuff like that.
You're
to make sure
crazy,
all the views.
man. You're crazy.
But you know, like who's to say to just fucking like, fuck you, Ryan.T, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck did you piss off, bro? You know what I mean? It's probably all that fucking Budweiser that's not being sponsored by YouTube that's like, hey man, you gotta be sponsored by fucking Bud Light and not Budweiser, you know what I mean? That they're just like, fucking hating. Like, I don't see where anybody's gonna fucking just shut your shit down, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you're getting views and you're getting likes, it's like, it shouldn't matter what content you're putting out. As long as you're putting content out and people are viewing it, it should just be like, hey man, fucking do your thing. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the way I see it, it all goes back to fucking the whistleblower. What's his fucking name?
Eric Snowden?
Fucking Snowden, bro. Like, that motherfucker exposed a lot of fucking shit, and nobody that's in any media fucking scenario of like being a CEO or a fucking co-founder.
Or the California spies, the Chinese spies in California.
Yeah, so if this gets fucking deleted, it's because of him, you know. But like, literally, you know what I mean? Like, who censors all of that shit? And who's the one that's gonna be like, after watching that one video on Netflix, it's called, it's not Mindhunter. It's the one where they talk about like social media and like how it fucking navigates you to be like fucking like addicted to it and shit like that. Like now that I see any ad that shows up in any video that I watch, I literally go like this to the fucking camera. I'm like, your fucking ads suck, bitch. You know what I mean? Because it literally says in the video like, they're watching you on your ads. You know what I mean? But they're like, hey, you know, this person's so into this video, like when we put up this ad and he stays throughout the ad, that they're gonna watch the video, and that's how these companies make that's how these companies make this money. You know what I mean? And so it's like, hey, if these guys are gonna be banking on me watching ads, I'm gonna fucking pull out my dick in front of the camera and be like, hey, you want to watch this too or what? You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you looking at? You know what I mean? You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm looking at, bro.
Yeah,
come on,
all right, yeah.
Like, you get what you fucking deserve. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, you know, it's like, come on now, dog. Come on. Literally, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking no bullshit. I ain't playing no games with it. That's literally how it goes. Catch me on the shitter, and I'll be like, fuck your stupid ass ad. Dumb as fuck. I ain't gonna watch this, but I'm really into the video that I have to watch your ad. Come on, bro. You know, it's like, come on, man. Like, fuck, this ad sucks. At least come up with a better ad that I can watch, you know, since you're apparently watching me and shit. You know, come up with some fucking titties. You know, I hate to ruin my own character by that, but you know, it is what it is.
Aaron wants better ads. Aaron wants better ads on his search stuff. He wants better ads. So Google, if you can help him out, he wants better ads.
He needs to watch more porn.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need to define my search history. I need to define my search history so that way I can make sure everything runs out.
Yeah.
Hey, are you still on our Zoom? It says, thank you for choosing Zoom. Meeting no longer has time limit.
Oh shit. Okay, we gotta end it then. Okay.
I'm not gonna click OK because this is a good podcast right here.
Yeah.
Even though this guy didn't say anything, I'm not gonna allow this one to be deleted either, Ryan.T. The world needs to see it. The world needs to know what's coming in 2021.
I saved it. It saved it. Okay. All right. We're gonna end it. All right, ghouls and gals. It's me. Hold on. I'm drunk. It's me.
The haters. Just kidding. I love the haters. Nah. Anybody that watches this, I hope that you're inspired to be insightful of what you believe in. You know, don't worry about who agrees or who disagrees with you, because ultimately you're gonna find me on all these podcasts and you're gonna fucking hate everything I say. And honestly, I don't give a fuck what you have to say unless it's from the heart. And so whatever any of y'all say, I got your back 100%. And that's how I'm gonna leave this. Namaste.
Dumbass motherfucker.
That's from my yoga instructor.
Ryan.T here, and I almost had a stroke. It happened.
Pantera for breakfast, bitches.
All right. We love Aaron. He's Sharon and Karen. We love his brother from another mother. All right, ghouls and gals. We're going to end it right there, and Aaron's going to be here for the long haul. The long haul.